Guys, today we're going to be doing finding commission, which is on page 97. So what a commission is basically is when you are a salesperson, like let's say you're selling a car, you go and you sell the car. They actually give you a percentage of that car sale. So obviously that's an incentive for people to sell a lot of cars. Let's say the percentage was 50%, which it isn't, but I'm just going to give you an example to do something really easy. Let's say the car sells for $20,000 and the percentage that you get for commission if you sell a $20,000 car is 50%. You would actually receive $10,000 for the sale of that car because you sold it. If somebody that you works with sold it, they would receive the $10,000. So obviously when people work on commission, they're kind of in a little competition with the people that they work with, because the more that you sell, the more money you make, and the more that they sell, the more money they make. So that's why when you walk into certain places, like maybe a shoe store sometimes works on commission, they will come up to you and ask you, can I help you? Because they want to get the commission if you buy the shoes. All right, so so the commission is a percentage of the selling price that the seller receives on a sale. When people work on a commission, sometimes they just get a base pay. Kind of like waitressing is kind of on a commission. Their commission is their tips. If they're a really good waitress, people generally tip them well. And if they are not a good waitress, people will not tip them well. So it's kind of like the same thing. I'm going to read you the example on page 97. Nathan Brooks paid his real estate agent a 7% commission for selling his house for $151,500. How much did the agent receive? So that's another thing. When you sell a house, if you're the real estate agent, you do work on commission. So obviously, if you receive 7% of whatever the house sold for, if you sell a $1 million house, 7% of that is a lot. If you sell a house for $151,500, it's not as much as it was if you were selling a $1 million house. So obviously, the higher the item is that you sell, the bigger commission you're going to get. 7%, we drop the percent, and it's 0.07. So you just multiply that, 0, 0, 35, carry the 3, 10, carry the 1, 35, 36, carry the 3, 7, 8, 9, 10.
My hands are cold.
Okay, I go over twice. So the commission on a house that is selling for $151,500 is $10,605. That's actually a lot of money. Sometimes, you think, oh, maybe real estate is a good thing to go into, but you got to actually sell the houses to go into real estate. Okay, so my next example is the rate of commission is another way to express the percent of a commission. To find the rate of commission, set up a fraction. The numerator is the commission, the percentage, and the denominator is the selling price. So Ethan Cox received a $62 commission for selling a refrigerator that cost $1,240. Find the rate of commission. So basically $62 is what percent of $1,240? I'm going to write that. 62 is what percent of $1,240? So when you're trying to figure out when something's what percent of the bigger number, you're just going to take 62 and put it over 1240. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and divide 62 into 1240. It does reduce, and I'm just going to reduce it for you by the book. I didn't reduce it in my head. 31 divided by 620. So you take this number, you put it over that number, you reduce it, and then you divide 620 into 31. And when you do that, you will come up with 0.05. So I'm not going to do it all out. So what percent is 0.05? That's 5%. So for that, they received a 5% commission. Okay. The last one says Miss Barnes receives a 5 3/4% commission on all items sold. Last week, she made $316.25 in commission. Find her sales for the week. So $316.25 is 5 3/4% of what amount? So now we have $316.25 is 5.75% of what amount? Okay, so for this one, we have to figure out what 5